67% of Americans plan to make financial New Year's resolutions this year. But with a 91% fail rate of people going from January to December, what are some of the key financial New Year's resolutions that you should be making this year? People like to use the fact that we've spun around the sun one more time to use it as an opportunity to reinvent themselves, go to the gym, eat more healthily, all of that sort of thing. But here we can talk about financial New Year's resolutions. So in this video, we're going to be going through the best financial New Year's resolutions. Budget. A budget can really help you gain control of your finances, and ultimately it's the path that takes you from where you are at the moment to where you want to be for your financial journey. If you want to retire at 40 on a modest income, budget gets you there. If you want to live like a baller, ballers only, you're going to have to work a bit longer, but the budget will still get you there. One of the key benefits that we have when it comes to finances is that you can attach a specific number to absolutely everything. That means that tracking your progress can be way easier. So use this opportunity to build a budget to set your financial goals and to help guide you towards them. And as we talk about on this channel, your budget forms an absolutely foundational part of your journey to financial freedom, because it prevents you overspending, it makes sure you're saving and investing in the right areas, make sure you're not frittering away your money. It's a key thing you have to be doing.
So what's the plan?
One of the other things that we also talk about a lot on this channel is you don't have to know where every penny goes, and you don't have to check your budget 10 times a week. Every so often, and rough numbers are perfectly fine. They will get you 80% of the way there, no problem. Pay off debt. Debt repayments can be one of the biggest sources of anxiety for people, so looking to aggressively pay off your debt can be a really key way of doing that. We have a video just here, link will be at the end. We talked about some of the key methods that you can really employ to pay off debt faster. And it's got a few key benefits. The first is it saves you on interest payments, but also it means that you've got more of your financial resources that you can dedicate towards investing and saving, things that will actually grow your net worth and get you to financial freedom faster. Remit Satay's book talks about the avalanche method and the snowball method. Emergency fund. How often is it the case that just as you feel as though you're starting to get back on a financial horse, something comes along and torpedoes your success?
Green 30, torpedo, torpedo, torpedo.
And you feel as though you've had to start from square one. Well, those are all the things that your emergency fund should ultimately be taken care of. Now, the generally accepted principle is to have between 3 and 6 months of your monthly expenses in an emergency fund. If you lose a job or something unexpected happens, you have at least got something that you can fall back on. I think this is a really key part which is very often left out of most financial plans. A lot of the stuff that you see on YouTube is just Bitcoin, Bitcoin, blah, 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 index funds, but emergency fund has its place and is still really important. And Robert Kiyosaki talks about this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the importance of having an emergency fund. I think it's really key and something which not enough people do, in my opinion. Invest. We have a video coming out, How to Invest for Beginners. It's a really important video, and ultimately the reason why you should be investing is it's one of the key ways that you can be beating inflation to make sure that you're building longer term wealth. If inflation erodes your overall value of money, it means that in real terms the amount of money in your bank account is just going down, down, down. But if you're in a situation where you've invested, then that money is going up, 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 on average, for the most part, over the longer term. Some important caveats to add in there. And this is one thing that comes up a lot in The Intelligent Investor, the idea that you don't have to be some super hotshot stock picker in order to benefit from investing.
They're right, Wall Street.
Just a simple, low-cost, diversified index fund is perfectly fine for 99% of people. Seek professional guidance. One thing that I've never really understood is that
to discuss finances.
People's circumstances are different, their ambitions, their career paths are all different, and whilst I think it's fair to say that there are key core financial principles which will be true until the end of time, there are some things which are very personal, and so it can be beneficial for you to seek help or seek guidance from a qualified professional who can take all of your personal circumstances into account and then come up with a plan that works for you. It can be a really easy and cost-effective way of getting a step up, and they might be able to help you out. They might point out you're doing something wrong or give you a perspective that you hadn't even considered. So it can be something that's worth doing. Developing good financial habits. It's often the case that we find ourselves in situations where bad habits can be that penny that you just can't get rid of. And so developing good financial habits can be even more difficult.
Learn this, but don't learn that.
And although there are plenty of books about how you can work on your financial habits, I think one of the benefits that financial habits have is that because they're much more tangible and it affects your day-to-day life, it can be much easier to help get rid of them. So really focus in, do an audit of everything you bought in the last 3 to 6 months, get your credit card bill, get your bank statements together, actually just see where the money is going. Say, yeah, actually, that takeaway every Friday night and every Saturday night, it costs us how much? Geez. And then you can start to drill into those and ditch some of those financial habits. And in my personal view, ditching bad financial habits is just as effective as picking up good financial habits. We have a video about this topic, link is just here, about how important it is to automate your savings. Because if you're in a situation where money hits your bank account and then it goes straight to your savings, your investing, your emergency fund, your kids' college, your retirement, whatever, it removes the opportunity for your bad money habits to creep their way in and grab hold of that money. Avoid lifestyle inflation. This is basically a simple concept that the more you earn, the more you spend. And so if you get a pay rise and it's worth, say, £100 a month, grand, enjoy. But you go out and you lease a car that's £300 a month, it's just like you're worse off. So what the fuck? Avoid lifestyle inflation. This whole keeping up with the Joneses thing is mad.
It's hard to keep up with them.
Now that's not to say, if it's reasonable and it doesn't compromise your overall longer term financial objectives, that you can't have nice shit. That's fine. That's 100% fine. Diversify your income streams. Having side hustles, passive incomes, I mean, Lord knows there's plenty of that on the internet, but it can be a really good way of just making sure you're not relying on a single source of income. So if you have a job loss or something like that, then you're going to be really hard up against it. Even if you've got your emergency fund, good financial habits, it can just be something which softens the landing should you need it. Thanks very much for watching. We have some videos here, one about automating your finances, another one about how to build your budget. I would recommend checking both of them out to take all of your understanding about this to the next level. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace.